Hello, my students. This is Mr. Tolbert, and this is the steps to dimensional analysis. I tend to call it the TIE fighters. I'm going to show you how to use these TIE fighters in order to convert similar units. And eventually we'll be using these conversion factors in order to convert in and out of the metric system, which is one of the reasons why you simply use this to begin with. So, here we go, the TIE fighters. I call them TIE fighters I like to call them TIE fighters because they look like TIE fighters. Hey, let's look at this here, this particular one. And if you draw on it, it kind of looks like if you like kind of finish the shape out here, and then we go down here, and we'll finish the shape out. And it's I know I don't have the best drawing, but it kind of reminds me of TIE fighters from Star Wars. Okay? So that's why I like to think of them as TIE fighters. So, we're going to learn how to convert in money because that's the easiest thing for us to remember. So our first problem is how many quarters is in $122? First, you write out the problem with the TIE fighter and the equal sign. This is the thing you need to do. So this is setting up the problem. This is what I expect. I expect you to write the actual problem down. Like here, I have $122, and then it's going to be equal to a certain amount of quarters. That's the first step of every single dimensional analysis that I'd like you to do. We're going to be setting up a TIE fighter because in here, we're going to be setting up what we're going to convert. So first you put the given value on the bottom of the TIE fighter, followed by the new unit on the top. So if I was starting with dollars, on the bottom here, if I started with dollars, on the bottom I'm going to have dollars. If I'm going to quarters, on the top I'm going to have quarters. So one is called the new, the other is called the given. So I have dollars on the bottom, quarters on the top, equal to what I'm looking for. This is the unit I'm looking for. Once again, I expect this is the setup that I'm going to have you write that I want to see when I'm trying to help you with your conversion factors. We set it up in this way so that things can cancel. As you notice, it's cross-canceling. And it's cross-canceling because this right here. Let me show you. So this 122 is actually like this here. 122 is actually over 1. So whatever your given unit is over 1 is actually already set up for a fraction. That way we can cross-cancel. So in the next slide, as I was showing you, because they're across from each other, the dollars cancels the dollars, and it leaves you with the new unit that I'm looking for. All right. So, here we go. So dollars cancels dollars, leaves you with the new unit. So the biggest piece now that I know what I have, I've got to set it up so that I know what my conversion factor is. I've got to figure out what is bigger. So you say, oh, TIE fighter, what is bigger, the top or the bottom? Let's look at this middle fraction that I'm talking about. What's bigger, a dollar or a quarter? We all know that a dollar is bigger than a quarter. Okay? So, the bigger one gets the number 1.
Then you say, how many quarters are in a dollar? There are 4.
There are 4 quarters in $1. So now I'm all set up and I'm ready to go. The bigger one gets the number 1. So that's set up your conversion factor. Conversion factor, you got to put what's on the bottom, what's on top. Oh, TIE Fighter, what is bigger, the top or the bottom? A dollar is bigger than a quarter. The bigger unit gets the number 1. Then you need to determine how many of the smaller unit makes up the bigger unit. There are 4 quarters for every $1. Now I'm ready to do longhand multiply all the numbers, the numerators, and then divide the denominator. So first, I'm going to just do it straight up like we have it. So basically, I have 122 times 4 is going to give me a number. 1 times 1 gives me 1. Then I'm going to divide. So it's in order of operation. So I'm going to do multiplication, then division. So 122 times 4 gives me 488. Divided by 1, boom, that's your answer. I hope you've enjoyed this mini lesson. I'll be talking to you soon.